instant disappointment just washed over me. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Today's video is going to be just a little bit different from the norm because I'm going to be telling you all about my couch. Yeah, that's just a little bit different than a regular unboxing video, but I mentioned that I might have been sucked into an Instagram ad like many months ago and ended up buying a very expensive, like painfully expensive couch from an Instagram ad, and you guys seem pretty curious as to whatever happened with the couch. Some of you wondered if I ever even got it. Did I get scammed? What was it like? So today I am going to be discussing all the details of my $4,000 sofa. Yes, that's the amount I paid for it. Well, kind of. It was like $3,700 and something dollars, but nearly $4,000 sofa. So I'm gonna be just doing my makeup today. Nothing special or spectacular. Not that it ever is. I'm just kind of getting ready for my day, but I will be trying out some, oh, that's my eye dress. I'm also gonna try out magnetic lashes for the first time. You guys have been suggesting those forever because you know how much I absolutely loathe regular lashes, so I figured I'd give those a try. Let's begin at the beginning, shall we? So I moved into a new home recently, which I have done a house tour. It should be up very, very soon. Oh, that's almost in my mouth. And when I moved into my house, I decided that I wanted the guest bedroom to actually be turned into like a TV room. I really just wanted something like comfy and cozy, a place to hang out and like watch movies and Netflix and you know the stuff that I typically do during the day. So in this room it's pretty small, but I did want a sectional sofa just so like, you know, I could have people over to watch movies or TV, or like, you know, I could lay on one end, like my boyfriend could lay on the other. We could just hang out and watch movies. But when I first moved in, like for the time being, I had another couch that was in my parents' house that I bought when I was 17 years old. That was 11 years ago. It's an 11-year-old couch. I got it at Ashley Furniture. It was my first furniture purchase like ever. And I think that couch was $700 and that was like a really big deal to me. You know, I was saving up all my pennies and stuff to be able to buy this couch for my room when I was 17 years old. And at the time, like when I was moving over here, I thought, yeah, this couch is gonna be fine. It's fine. Like it looks pretty good. It's not really stained. It's pretty sturdy. Well, then we carried it outside and the sunlight hit it and just like, like all of the stains and the disgustingness that had been accumulating for 11 years on this couch just really shone, just really popped out. And I was like, oh, this is actually gross. So I knew I pretty much had to like start the hunt for a new sofa really quickly. I put the old sofa in the TV room just for the meantime while I was looking for a new couch, and I literally was at my wit's end with this thing. Every time you sat down on it or moved it, like my first day in the house, I was painting my fingernails on it, spilled nail polish all over it. So it was quite the eyesore and I really, really wanted it gone. So the hunt for a sofa was like going full speed. I spent so much time looking at sectionals on the line. Yes, that's where I looked for sofas. So I was constantly like Googling sofas, looking up different like furniture suppliers. I went to different furniture stores in my hometown, but all this was kind of happening like right at the height of everything. So a lot of things were like shut down, in lockdown, you really couldn't go many places, and also manufacturing, basically anything was taking a billion years. So I knew if I ordered a sofa, it was gonna take at least like 2 to 3 months no matter where I got it from. And I was like, well, that, you know, kind of stinks. I'm gonna have to sit on this squeaky gross thing for another 2 to 3 months. But if I find a sofa that I really like, it'll be, you know, worth it. But the problem was in the room, like where the sectional is gonna sit, there's a floor vent on the floor, and you can't like plop a couch just on top of a floor vent. Like it has to have a little bit of space to be able to do its thing, you know, vent. So the couch delivery people should be here soon. I have just cleared this room. It's gonna go all the way along this wall and then like down to like here. It should be the same length on either side. I just got this rug. I had a much smaller rug here before, but I wanted something that kind of filled up more of the space. There's a boy. Rian. That empty wall really got you pondering. You're literally looking at nothing. Rin, what do you think about it all, buddy? You like the big open space? A little bit messy over here. You know, we got some gaming stuff, some dog toys, you know, a Yoda and a shark. But this wall will be painted like an accent color. The couch guy should be here like at any time. He said he was gonna be here within the hour. I'm really excited, but also really nervous to see what the couch actually looks like. You can see a little bunny ear sticking up. Like I said, it's just nerve-wracking buying something off the internet that costs that much money, especially from an Instagram ad. So we'll see how it turns out. Wish me luck. So I was looking for a very specific sofa. I needed one raised off the ground. I wanted it to be a corner sectional, and I didn't want like one super short end, because with the vent there, it either had to be like really long on one end or really short. And when I tell you that was nearly impossible to find in a sectional that I actually kind of liked, it was nearly impossible to find. I literally spent like a couple months looking for a sofa. It was a lot. It was a lot. And during this time, because I was Googling sofas like every day, I was getting a lot of targeted ads on my Instagram and Facebook. And one that kept popping up was from Interior Define, and they kept showing these really cute pictures. I was like, ooh, that's something I like. That's an aesthetic I could go with. Like, these are really cute sofas. But when I would go and look at their website, like, they were just so expensive, just so expensive. And I was like, I don't know if I can justify spending that much money on a sofa. Like, even though I never spend money on like anything. What I did really like about it though is that they were custom sofas. So like, you can pick out your fabric, your layout, how you want your arms, your leg, like everything. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I'm going there like every other day, building my sofa. Then I would see how much money it was and I would say no, and then exit out. But honestly, after looking for a sofa for so long, I gave up. I gave in, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get this custom sofa. It's ridiculously expensive, but I'm gonna do it. So I ordered some fabric swatches. They came so incredibly fast. That was really cool. So I ordered the fabric swatches on the 29th of September, and I ordered the sofa on the 1st of October. So the fabric swatches came like literally overnight, and I was able to pick which one I liked and then really quickly order my sofa. The only problem with ordering the sofa, so this is like the first issue I had with the company. And I guess it's technically my fault. This really isn't their issue. But at the same time, I feel like they could have helped me out a little bit. So I was trying to order my sofa during a sale they had. They had a 15% off sale, and I was like, okay, 15% for this is a lot of money. 15% off was like $500 off, and that's a lot of money. So I tried ordering the sofa the night that this 15% off was supposed to end, but I forgot to raise the limit on my credit card, so it would not go through. My very sweet boyfriend was gonna like let me use his credit card to be able to buy it to get 15% off, but like that wasn't working. I called them and I was like, I'm really trying to get this 15% off. Nothing's working. I forgot to raise the limit on my card. The bank's not open until tomorrow. Like, I was just really struggling trying to get this 15% off, and I was actually talking to an actual person. They were fully willing to like split it onto different cards, all this kind of stuff. We were just going through like the ringer trying to get 15% off, because that's a full $500. And lo and behold, like I couldn't get to the 15% off. I was like, man, that sucks. So I just went ahead and ordered the sofa anyway. And the very next day, I get an email about a new 15% off offer. And you know what? Ever since I've ordered my sofa, I get emails from Interior Define like every week about 15% off. Take 15% off. It ends tonight, but then it starts tomorrow. Like it's never ending. It's like the JCPenney's one day only sale, which is like one day every week. So they have this 15% off sale literally every week for most of the week. But the person I was talking to, the salesperson I was talking to, couldn't be like, hey, you know, the sale restarts tomorrow with a different code. They wouldn't tell me that. They didn't tell me that. If they had been working there for any more than 24 hours, they would know that they had a sale, a 15% off sale, literally every single day. But they did not mention that to me, and then, you know, the next day I get a 15% off email, and I was a little sad. No, to say the least, I was a little bit sad. But okay, whatever. Moving on. So I ordered the couch. I did all my little customization options. I got the Sloan, is that what it's called? Sloan sectional in the fabric choice of coal, I believe. And then I upgraded the pillows in my sofa. They have 3 different like fills to them. So there is the normal one, which like comes with the sofa and it's a regular price. Then there's the one that I got, which is an upgraded price, and there's a third option, which is another upgraded price. So I got the second option because I wanted a bit of like a softer feel. Then I also opted to have my sectional a little bit deeper, just because I wanted it to be like real like cozy, you know, you can like curl up on it and stuff, and that also was an additional cost. And then I also opted for white glove service, which was another $150, but they would actually like deliver it, bring it in, and set it up in the room, so I thought that was worth it. One thing that kind of bothered me, I saw an email that they sent me after I like confirmed my fabric choice that said I only had 72 hours to make like any changes or cancellations after I confirmed my fabric choice, and that would make sense like if they went into production immediately, but they didn't. No, they didn't go into production till like weeks and weeks and weeks after. So it was just kind of strange that you would get charged 25% if you made any type of changes to your sofa after 72 hours. So when I was looking to buy the sofa, of course I was looking at reviews and stuff. I looked at mainly reviews on their website, which was a mistake. I should have looked elsewhere. Like if you're buying anything, especially a large something that you like can't physically, you know, like touch and sit on and things, make sure you look at as many reviews possible, because I was just kind of taking the word of their website. But then I started discovering other places that there were reviews, because at this point I had ordered my sofa October 1st, I had confirmed my fabric selection on October 5th, and then like many months passed and I heard nothing from the company. I had got no updates, there were no emails, there was nothing. So at this point I was getting a little bit nervous, and I started looking elsewhere for other reviews to see if anybody else was having the same problems that I was. And turns out a lot of people were. I honestly never thought to look on Yelp for reviews of this company because it was like an online company. I just didn't think about Yelp. So I started finding Yelp reviews, and they're not fantastic. There are some that are like 5-star, but like the majority of them are 1-star. Like most of them are 1-star. And then I looked on the Better Business Bureau website, and on there they have like a full 1-star rating. So I started getting a little bit nervous because people just had a ton of complaints about their sofas that they were ordering from there, saying they weren't well constructed, they were lumpy, they're falling apart, the fabric was peeling, like feathers were coming out of them. It took them months and months and months to get them. They never got their refund. Like there was a lot of that stuff, and I was getting very, very nervous. And honestly, this review kind of like encapsulates everything about this couch. So they said, I ordered a Sloan sectional in September and was told to receive in 10 to 14 weeks. We are now in week 17 and I have still not received my couch. Worse still, I have received no update from the customer service team regarding the status of my order. Just absolute radio silence. And here I am, week 17, is still without a couch. Writing email after email trying to figure out where the heck my furniture is. This is unacceptable. I understand that what's going on has made a lot of things harder for businesses, but if you can't deliver the order in time, the least you can very do is keep the customer in the loop. Horrified that I paid what I did for this service, never purchasing a single thing from Interior Define again. Oh, and here's the kicker. They charge $150 for white glove service. BS. So my experience is pretty much exactly that person's experience. I was told that my order would be here but like within like 3-ish months, and you know, that was fine. That was kind of like the general consensus for ordering anything online, but I did not receive my sofa until March 1st. So I waited 5 months for my sofa to arrive. And again, I understand like it taking longer because of like everything that's going on, but I heard nothing from them. Absolutely nothing from them. I was waiting for like an email, I was waiting for something, just literally anything. Nothing. I tried calling them a few times, that didn't work at all. I was never able to actually get through to somebody. The only time when I got like very quick, fast, responsive service is when I called and like selected place an order, which I guess I could have just done that and just been like, oh yeah, I'm here to buy something else, and then just like, tricked ya. But finally, eventually, I was able to check. It had like a Papa John's pizza tracker. That's what it looked like, you know, it's like in the oven, on the way, that kind of thing. Well, this one said that my couch was on the water. On January 3rd, the sofa I ordered on October 1st finally hit the water and was on the way to California. Well, apparently it was a very, very long boat ride because it was scheduled to reach California February 1st, so that's 1 month of boat. I don't think it did actually reach California by February 1st. It took a little while longer for that. And then finally, one day I received a call saying that my sofa was scheduled to be delivered sometime the week of March 14th. And I was like, ooh, exciting. It's finally coming. I had to, you know, clear out the whole room, get the old sofa out, that kind of stuff. So I was like, I have some time to be able to do all those things. And then they called again, like at the very end of February, midweek, and they were like, oh, your sofa's gonna be here Friday. Which, I mean, that's great. You know, it's a little bit faster than I expected. Fantastic. But I had to get the room cleared out and the couch out and like everything done. And I was like, oh man, you know, I have to borrow my dad's truck. Like we had to take this someplace to be donated. Like there's a lot of things. So, you know, when they scheduled it later, I thought I had more time, but they scheduled it a little bit earlier, which I mean, that's pretty good, you know, get the sofa early. It's just a little bit difficult to like get everything in place. Okay, so day of delivery, you know, they said we'll be there sometime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., which is very standard for any type of like scheduled thing you have to do in your home. So I was just kind of, you know, like hanging out, waiting for them to show up, making sure the room was all like ready for everything. And they finally showed up. I was really excited, but also like really anxious after reading all those negative reviews on like the Better Business Bureau and Yelp. I was like, what have I got myself into here? As I mentioned, I got white glove service, which was $150 extra, which is quite a bit. And for white glove service, you know, I wasn't expecting like for them to deliver some champagne with the sofa or anything, but I was a little just, this is so picky. This is like not a problem at all, but just it's picky. When they arrived and started like carrying the pieces in, I could tell the packaging smelled like smoke, and I was like, oh, they have to have been like smoking in the truck for it to smell this strongly of smoke. Thankfully, my couch must have just been on there for a little while because like it didn't seep through into the couch itself, which I'm very happy about. But like the room did kind of smell like smoke after they had left because like all the packaging. Also, again, just so picky. But like when they came in, like they had walked through the front yard, but when they came in to deliver it, like they got mud like all over the floor and like my carpet and rug. I had to like get the mud out. Which, I mean, it's just a little thing, but there were no like shoe coverings or anything like that. But my biggest complaint, I think, is I'm not 100% sure the couch is actually like set up like it's supposed to be, because the two of the back pieces are kind of set like this and I can't move them, so they're not perfectly set together. But the couch finally arrived. It was finally here. I was like texting my boyfriend and my parents like, okay, it's here. I'm like really nervous. So they carried in the first piece of it and like taken off the wrapping, and I like really quickly like ran into the back room just to like sit down and like kind of test it out really fast before they got back. And I felt like I hit like a brick. Oh my gosh, it was so hard when I first sat down. Instant disappointment just washed over me. I texted my boyfriend and I was like, it's hard as a rock. I'm gonna cry. Like, I was so disappointed because I had waited 5 months for this sofa. It had cost me nearly $4,000, and I was just, I was sad. When I first put it out, I was sad. When I put it all together, I really liked how it looked. That is one thing I will say from the very beginning. I loved how it looked. I liked the wooden legs that I picked and the color of the fabric and just like the look of the sofa. I was worried that the back was a little bit too low just for like taller people sitting. And I also was very concerned that it was harder than a rock. Okay, so the sofa is in. I do really like the style of it. This is what I was going for. Something kind of like modern-ish looking, little mid-century, but still like comfortable looking. The color is really nice. I like the little wooden legs and things, but you might be able to tell from my voice, I'm not fully happy, and I think it's just because the back is a lot lower than I was expecting. Like, I know I was going for this kind of look of the couch, but maybe when I saw like the pillows or something online, I didn't realize there was this large gap in between the top of the pillow and the sofa. So I just thought like the couch would be a little bit higher in the back. Another thing is that it's very firm. Like, it's incredibly firm. It looks kind of soft when I squish on it, but when like I sat down on it, it's kind of like it's a hard plop. I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I look really awful, but it is like a very firm sofa. I talked to the people at the company. They said that it should like break up and maybe become softer within like a few weeks or something, depending on how much you sit on it, but it's just incredibly firm and hard. And when I ordered it, I selected a different pillow fill. That one, I had to pay more money for, and two, it was supposed to be like a softer, more comfortable sit. It's so expensive. It's so expensive, and I'm just not fully happy with it. And it could be because it is so expensive and like it took months to get here, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I'm trying out this magnetic lash stuff. We're gonna see how this goes. These are from Glamnetic, if you're wondering. So I'm texting everybody like, oh, I don't know if I like it. I'm really disappointed. Like, you know, this took a long time to get here. It was so expensive, and now I'm not sure if I even like it. But then like my mom and dad both came that day, and like my boyfriend was there, and they tested it out, and they're like, oh, it's fine. Like, you know, it'll probably loosen up a little bit. It'll be better. It'll be fine. The option that comes with the sofa is like the firm option, which I couldn't imagine. I don't know if they just put like a slab of like concrete in your cushion and they're like, oh, firm. I'm only getting this in my eyelashes. It's going nowhere else. This is the stickiest eyeliner I've ever tried. Why is this so sticky? Like, oh, my eyelashes are so sticky. It feels like there's glue in here. Is this actually magnetic, or is this just eyeliner glue? If my fingers aren't so sticky, I might actually be able to get it to magnetize to it. Uh-oh. Wait, what are those? Holy moly. Ow! Okay, so what I'm gathering is this is like part glue, part magnet. I thought it was gonna be like a non-sticky eyeliner that you could just magnetize it to, but like it's magnetized, it's like gluing itself to it, and when I try to like remove it and replace it, it's ripping off the eyeliner. I'm sure I'm doing 1,000 things wrong, but like this is not working. My eyelashes are like magnetizing themselves to my eyelid. I can't be doing this right. There is no way I am doing this right. Anyway, so I've had my couch now for a few weeks, and I do still really like especially how it looks. I think it's a very nice looking sofa. It's not much softer than it was when I first got it. It has loosened up like a little bit. I'm hoping like over time it'll loosen up a little bit more and get softer. I'm really hoping it doesn't start either getting like really lumpy or like peeling like people were saying in their reviews. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, the second one's finally on. That literally took nearly as long as regular lashes do for me. I still have like glue slash eyeliner everywhere. This was my first time trying them, and I'm sure they're easier than that to put on. They have to be because people keep raving about them, and I wouldn't rave about them if they're this difficult to put on. So anyway, do I think I got scammed? I don't think I got like scammed because I did receive an item and it looks like what it was supposed to look like. If I never got a sofa, then yes, definitely. Or if it came and like didn't look like how it was supposed to, then I would think I've gotten scammed. Would I recommend this company to anybody? I don't know. I mean, like, I like my sofa. I think it's nice, but I don't know if it's $4,000 nice, and I don't know like how well it's gonna hold up, and the time for it to get here was like a really long time, and you know, the customer service wasn't really fantastic after I ordered the sofa. So I don't really know if I would be like gung-ho to like, you know, recommend this to anybody. I think maybe if I like had kept looking and I didn't get so frustrated with that gross squeaky sofa that I had already, and maybe I could have gotten something like a little bit or maybe even like a lot of it cheaper, that would have kind of given me that same look and feel. These are coming unmagnetized. Anyway, that is the story of the multi-thousand-dollar couch that I bought from an Instagram ad, in case any of you guys were curious. Let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comments. Have you ever bought anything from an Instagram ad and then like kind of regretted it? Let me know that too, that, you know, that might make me feel a little bit better. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time.